77-70, Jacksonville wins it today over Queens here at home. Joined now by head coach Jordan Mincy. And, Coach, we said it here a moment ago before we came back, but that was sort of a tale of two halves. What were you able to change in that second half to come from behind to get the win?
You know what? I didn't do much. Our guys were in there talking at halftime, and so I just kind of gave him the room. You know, Kevion Nolan was saying, hey, guys, look, you know what our bread and butter is. We got to sit down. We got to guard. And, you know, I just kind of followed him. Just told him about the percentages. I said, I believe they're shooting, you know, roughly around 50% from the field. They were about 8 for 17, if I'm not mistaken, from three. And they had 7 offensive rebounds.
Yep.
And so I was saying to myself, you know, we have to stop them in transition. They're getting out in transition. They're hitting threes. And then ultimately they're killing us on the glass. And so we had to make those slight adjustments if we wanted to win the game.
Coach, congratulations. Good win. What were you able to do to cut Kenny Dye off at the second half and not let him get those uncontested shots?
So he had 15 in the first half. Ultimately, I believe he ended up with 22. But the thing that we try to do, we just try to give him more looks, try to be more aggressive on the ball. We felt like he was really comfortable in that first half, being able to get downhill, and then we kept on messing up switches. A lot of times, you know, even though it's a one-day turnaround, they're such a difficult team to get prepared for in one day, especially coming off, you know, 2 different styles. You got Liberty, who kind of slows it down, very methodical in what they do in their half-court sets, and then you have another team that running guns, and they try to put you in one-on-one isolation situations. And for us, it was a quick turn. Our guys, all credit to them, they were able to adjust. But Kenny Dye, he's a great player, man, and like I said, it's hard to really simulate that speed in a one-day turnaround.
The last 3 games, the energy that Osai Osifo has brought to the floor has been contagious, it felt like. Unfortunately, he just wasn't able to get on the floor enough against Liberty the other night due to some foul trouble. But Jacksonville State and now here today as well. What have you seen from Osai here as of late and what he's been able to bring?
First off, let me get all credit to Osai's performance, not just to him, but to Kevion Nolan. I keep going back to it. If Kevion Nolan doesn't challenge him and tell him that, hey, look, after our Kennesaw loss, he said, hey, look, you're the guy that gets us going. We all feed off your energy, your leadership, and how hard you play. And so seeing him, hearing that conversation, man, that kid's been inspired. You know, I walked in here, I didn't know, you know, he was in here shooting prior to the game, probably about an hour out. He was shooting by himself, rebounded. I walked up to him, I said, what you feel? He said, man, you know what, when I was in junior college, we ran off about 11 straight. And he said, Coach, I really feel like tonight we're going to start something special. And so he cried after our last game. He was highly upset. He was mad that the streak lost, but he said, you know what, Coach, we always got to start new streaks.
And that's great. Boy, we talk about the energy that Osai brings to the team. And in the first half, you had no offensive rebound. And that was the difference, that the ones that Osai was able to get a hand on, deflect, and made a difference, plus the ones he accessed for himself. So what do you attribute his energy to?
Well, Art, I think I attribute him seeing that famous photo you got with you going above that rim and grabbing that ball. So that's how he inspired by you. Every time we walk in the box, we see that photo. And so, like I said, I think he tried to do his best imitation of you. And you know what? Like, man, that dude plays so hard. He wants to make sure that, you know, he wins by any means necessary. Well, and if it's grabbing off his rebounds or taking charges or scoring, he's going to do whatever he need to do.
That one particular play, he elevated really high. Just mistimed it a little bit, but that was another one of those difference in the plays where on the offensive board that he was really exerting tremendous energy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, I think he was 1-on-4 if I'm not mistaken, or 1-on-5, and he's down there just battling by himself. Comes with an offensive rebound. This dude's incredible.
Well, it was a great energy and effort in that second half, erasing us 8-point halftime deficit, getting the win here today. Coach, congrats on that one, and we'll get ready to hit the road next week.
Before I get on, make sure I say this, man. Shout out to my Jaguars. I know they got this game coming up, or they playing right now. I got to look at my watch.
We're kicking off here in about 15 minutes.
In 15 minutes, I'll try to get me off the radio, I understand. But make sure, man, hey, good luck to the Jags, man. We rooting for you guys. And like I said, man, glad we got the win.
All right. Coach,
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Congrats.
Okay.